But Glenn, it's an interesting strategy, what John just described and what it feels like we saw yesterday. And one of the things that's interesting about it is this could have been treated in the Trump team and in the Giuliani approach to TV this weekend as a kind of triumphant turn of, look, the special prosecutor has said BuzzFeed's wrong, and just stomp on that and leave it at that. But within that, Rudy Giuliani decided, and the team must have decided, actually, this is a good time to also throw out there what's going to eventually emerge, which is Donald Trump has answered in writing that he may have been engaged in these kinds of talks throughout the entire presidential campaign, talks about developing Trump Tower in Moscow, that within all the noise about BuzzFeed being spanked by the special prosecutor, let's also throw this thing out there now.
Yeah, doesn't make a lot of tactical sense, Lawrence, but, you know, I think what Giuliani is perhaps trying to do is what we call draw the sting. Every prosecutor knows that when you stand up and give an opening statement, you want to certainly highlight all of the incriminating evidence that makes it seem beyond a reasonable doubt that the defendant committed the crime. But even more importantly, you want to draw the sting of any really bad evidence that cuts against your theory of the prosecution. It looks like maybe Giuliani is trying to draw the sting with what is some pretty blockbuster and really damaging information that we have now come to learn. When the president stands up and the highlight reels where he says over and over and over again, I have no business dealings in Russia, no business interests. I don't plan to build a Trump Tower monument to myself in Moscow. Then only to have his own lawyer shoot that down definitively, as both you and John say, at a moment when they should be celebrating sort of the special counsel shooting down some really damaging information from BuzzFeed. So it's really tough to figure out the tactical wisdom behind Giuliani's choices, but perhaps it is to try to draw the sting from some really damaging information that would be coming to all of our attention fairly soon.
I need a second here. I'm just making the same note that every Hollywood scriptwriter of courtroom drama is doing right now. Draw the sting. We're going to hear that in dialogue pretty soon.